Alright. Let's get this party started. Alright, and we are live. What is going on? It's your boy King David. Let's go. Let's get it. Shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Wasn't for you guys, wouldn't be possible. Alright, let's do an audio check really quick. You know what I'm saying? Check this real quick. Ooh. How are y'all doing this AM? Listen, got a video today where we're going to talk about, hey, are women, single, don't need no man and happy, or are they bitter? Okay, we're looking good. On the audio, listen, you guys, I appreciate your support on yesterday. I got quite passionate during the live stream, and I wasn't sure how it was going to be received, but, I got to put the message out. As God, sees that I need to do, see fit. And it's being received. So, that's great. But look, this video today, this young man's, reacting to a young lady talking about how being single is not all that it's cracked up to be from the perspective of a woman. And then he gives his perspective on things. It's kind of glitching up a little bit over there. Let's find out what's going on. Alright. Hopefully it will stop looking kind of glitchy. I gotta make sure I got it right, you know what I mean? It's looking a little bit better. Ha! Okay, had too much stuff going on. The phone couldn't handle it. Had it running for too long, too. It's been sitting out here for about half an hour. I was taking care of some other things. But look, y'all, with no further ado, we'll get right into this. You guys hit that like button. Share the live. Now more than ever, YouTube is really cracking down on content like ours, and we can't allow them to suppress us. Okay? We just got started. So hit that like button. They can't erase the like buttons. Smashed, and make sure that you're sharing a live. Leave a comment. You guys been leaving comments, so I want to say continue doing what you're doing, even if it's just emojis. Leave some comments. We greatly appreciate it. With no further ado, let's get right into this. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. We gonna be okay. We just gotta boom bada boom bada. I don't want Whoops.
And paid. So can't be soft. The street life better been there sometime.
What about you?
I like my unknown.
What do you mean by that?
Lames.
Lames?
And young.
So you like them when they doing their dirt, but they not caught.
Exactly. Smart.
God damn it. Okay.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying?
I just want.
There we go. This is low. It's like I can't even hear nothing.
I want to come on here and be real with y'all for a second.
Couldn't get the volume button.
I know we joke around and kiki on here, but there is a part of the single life where it's not all glitz and glam and whatever. At times, sometimes, not all the time.
Her whole face up.
This shit is very frustrating.
Can't be covering up her pretty face. Yeah, come on. We better than this. Put myself up, chow. Yeah, that'll work.
It gets annoying, especially if you think you found someone and it's not your person, and then you have to put yourself back out there, be vulnerable again. It is annoying. It is frustrating. Sometimes you want to break your damn phone. You want to delete the apps. You want to block the numbers. You just don't want to do it, because especially if you've been single for a long time, I'm motherfucking tired. I'm tired. So yes, it comes with the freedoms, but sometimes this shit is cut to...
I mean, tell me where she told one lie. Tell me where she told a lie. You can't. I don't think she told one lie right there. You see today, the prevailing message that women put out is that they're strong, they're independent, they don't need a man. You heard it all before. We already know this. And if they do want to deal with a guy, it's only a guy who is willing to pretty much pay for everything. They never have to work. They're just going to be able just to pretty much live the queen life. That's all. But we know that's not real life. We know a lot of the things people say, especially on social media, versus what they actually live in, are going to be two completely different things. And this is why I just think it's hilarious. Even when I hear from men, especially the younger ones, older generation, I can kind of get it. Older guys, 50s, 60s, maybe they've been burnt once or twice dealing with women, divorce or two. They're like, listen, I'm not dealing with women anymore. I'm done. It's over. I'm just being single and focused on my money. I get that.
That
but
bar is tripping. But listen, remember, this is my perspective. He has his perspective. You are a man. You're allowed to have your own perspective. Whatever he says, if you don't agree with it, that's fine. I don't really agree with it too much either, right? I'm really on the video for what she has to say. But this young man's video is Charles in Charge Podcast Reacts. Great channel, huge channel. Again, don't really agree with him, okay? If you as a young man feel like you need to walk away from the dating scene because you don't want to be manipulated, you see this all messed up. Now, he's kind of gaslighting a little bit because no one said if a great woman presents herself that you young guys aren't going to take advantage of that, like as in getting with her, dating her, vetting her, da-da-da-da. He's making it seem like all you young guys, even though 60% of y'all are walking away, it's because most women out here aren't in the best condition. So walking away from it right now, like he's basically saying, you guys should be, still out there dating for what? You see the writing on the wall? You supposed to go out there and make the same mistakes that we made? I don't think so. I'm not going to go back out there and make any more mistakes until, I see a better lineup of women out. We don't have no reason to rush. So again, remember, these people have mixed audiences. So he has like women and men, and they look at their algorithm or whatever. So that's partially what's going on here as well. But each man can speak on his own. He's whatever, 20-something, whatever. Got his money right, doing whatever he has to do. Say whatever he wants to say. But you got to remember, you got to take advice from people that's been through it, got a little age on them. You know what I mean? Got a little gray or white in their beard. Let you know. If you see that the writing's on the wall and there's no reason to do it, don't do it. And give a crap what anybody else says.
when I hear younger dudes in their mid-20s and their early 30s talking about how they're done, they're just focusing on their money now, they don't want a relationship, they're just going to be single from here on out, I know that that's just a mask. I know that if the right situation came upon them, they'll jump on it in a second. But it's that fear that they don't want to put themselves back in the position that they were in the past. They were in a position in the past where a woman scorned them, a woman did them wrong, it didn't go the way they wanted, things didn't work out, they felt like they got used, whatever it is. And they don't want to go through those feelings and that emotions and feeling vulnerable like that ever again. But so rather than working on themselves and just realizing, hey, that's a part of life,
Well, I mean, listen, again, stepping away and what he said could make sense, which is life and what everyone does. You know, you see something stupid going on, you step away from it, but you can self-improve and step away from it at the same time. You do not need to still date, jump into a relationship with somebody else just to be doing it because everybody does it and that's life. You got to notice when wisdom's being spoken, man, and a young guy that's just saying things that sound good. You know what I mean? But I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Fair use, fair use.
They completely shut off and feel like that's the answer to their problems.
And there's this other trend going around where it's like, oh, you're single. Does that mean you're lonely? And then people stitch all the videos of them like living life and having the best time. I live my life and have my best time too, but there are times where I do feel lonely in this single girl journey. There are times where like your desire to have someone is heightened more than at other times. You like, damn, this shit is ass. Like there's no other way to put it. Especially if you're like the single girl in your friend group and you see everyone else like getting married, starting families. And it's just like, I know your friends probably don't feel that way about you, but you...
Man, listen, all that this is like women that get close to the wall, or whatever you want to call it, right? Women can call it, you know, their friends getting married, whatever you want to call it, right? The age of getting married. But they're getting close to that, and all that fun stuff and the camaraderie and the sisterhood, it goes out the window when, you know, women grow up and they want to have a family. You know what I'm saying? And those that didn't do too much, you know, can probably, you know, get a mate. But, you know, these women, they don't, the options are limited, you know?
kind of think about it yourself, like, damn, they probably looking at me like, poor girl. You know, like, your man gonna come, boo. Is he? Because I'm feeling like, I don't know, my package is missing and I don't have the tracking number.
Listen, I don't even got nothing negative to say about her, because I think she's being about as honest as she could be about her reality. And that's saying a lot more than a lot of people who you'll see here on social media when they get in front of the camera and what they try to portray out to the public. A lot of times what you see people doing, just like she said, they want to try to give you this lifestyle. Oh, they're single and it's just, you know, it's an amazing life. You know, they're taking all these vacations, they're taking all these trips. They're able to live life just so wonderfully and free because they don't have anything holding them back. While there are some people out there, men and women, who can live like that and enjoy that type of lifestyle, for a vast majority of people, that's not reality. And the reason why you know that's not reality is because look at the wages. Look at the wages that of people living here in America. Most people are living paycheck to paycheck. So if you already living paycheck to paycheck, or you struggling as someone single, what money do you have to be out here going, taking all these trips? You don't have it. Most people are just trying to get by and make it to the next month.
Again, this young man, shout out to him and his views. Don't believe in anything he says, personally, because I'm a spiritual person. So, you know, my value isn't based off of how much, you know, money I have, assets, material assets I own. That's not what's, you know, making me happy, is being single. And also, you know, I don't mean to sound corny, but I don't care if it does. When you find God, you're never single. You know what I'm saying? You're never by yourself. So what I would like to say on both of these two people's perspective is they probably need to go ahead and find God properly, right? You don't need nobody. I'm not saying that we're not supposed to be here to find somebody, but feeling like you need, see, having a need for somebody, it means you're not whole, you know, and God will put somebody in your, you know, your path when you're complete, but you're not going to find that person that God wants for you while you're out here needing to be, or feel like you need to be with someone, or it's socially acceptable. So we have to find, no. That's young man talk. You know what I'm saying? That's young man talk. But again, it's good to have, you know, 39-year-old, 20-something-year-old, you know, dude's perspective in this, you know, possibly late 20s, early 30s black woman, because yeah, you never know. She could be 24 for all I know. Black women don't age. So getting good perspectives here from three different kind of generation groups. You know what I mean? Let's keep it trucking. Nice.
Because of the cost of living, because of bills, because they don't have proper money management in some cases. So they're not out here doing all these trips and going to all these exotic places like social media will want you to believe. Shoot, people don't get to live that type of lifestyle when they're in a relationship and they got two incomes coming in. And I think if people were a lot more honest in real life when it came to things like this, people would give each other a lot more grace when it came to trying to make something work.
How much money does a guy need to make in order to be with you?
I mean, I'm not saying money's a factor, but definitely over 6 figures.
Let's get one thing straight. Crack is cheap.
But expensive, girl.
I think more realistically, I would love a 6-figure man, but that's not happening. I don't really think about that though.
I like this one.
I agree. Yes, like I would love $100,000 at least.
Okay. God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
I got $100 for you, right? If you can go up to any girl and get her number. Trying to do it?
Is any girl?
Yeah, any girl. But look, there's a catch though, right? Throughout the conversation, you got to shake her hand 5 times, right? You got to make one cow noise, and you got to take a selfie with her. Right. Trying to do it? I bet.
Excuse me, you know where the gym is at?
Sorry?
You know where the gym is? All right, well, I just want to talk to you though, actually, for real.
What?
I just came to come talk to you, actually.
Oh.
Hey, what's your name?
Emily.
Emily? Oh, my mom's sent me to America to find a wife. Think I take a selfie so I can send it to her? All right, bet. Awesome. What's your number? I'm gonna text you real quick.
My number, okay.
All right, here you go. I love the plaid, by the way. That's nice.
Thank you.
All right, for sure. My mom always said 5 handshakes means good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moo. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
Don't miss.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
Oh, who the said we wanted to get married? Y'all always thinking that we want to get married. We don't give a fuck about that shit. And y'all
All right, notice the energy already, right? You know, notice the presentation, notice the energy. Again, when they're always spilling this babble, they got to look all over the place. Eyes got to be all over the place. Head got to be all over the place. Because to generate that kind of wicked energy, man, that kind of projected wicked energy, you're not going to be able to look directly at anybody's face and they're sitting there looking confused and wondering why you're so upset and mad about everything. You know what I mean? Why you're going off as if we're one of your ex-boyfriends or baby daddies or your father that left, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy, but let's let her cook.
I'm not hurting our feelings when y'all be saying that shit neither. We don't give a
So you're saying, Miss Starr, that you don't necessarily need to have a long-term committed relationship with a man?
I didn't say we didn't need it.
That's marriage.
At this point, we don't give a fuck. And y'all men be saying that shit about us women when, like, that's gonna hurt our feelings. Apparently, if we doing what we doing, we don't give a fuck about being married at the moment. So, stop it.
You have a son, or do you ever plan on having one?
I got a son.
Oh, okay.
Talking out of emotion.
Oh, so you don't care about a father?
She ain't worried about making any logical sense.
These motherfuckers is goddamn misdirected. These is misdirected. Understand one thing. This is scientifically proven. That kids that grow up in a 2-parent household tend to do better than kids in a 1-parent household. And also it's proven that kids that grow up with their father grow up a little better than kids that grow up with only with their mother. So at the end of the day, if you want your son to be a masculine man, you can't teach him how to be no man. Teach his ass how to be an adult, but you can't teach him how to be a man. So if that is not valuable to you, and marriage is not valuable to you, and 2 parents in the household is not valuable to you,
let him cook.
God damn it, do it for your child.
Man.
Women like this are just selfish and broken. And it's unfortunate because the entire time she's worried about trying to make a point that she's strong and independent and doesn't need a man now, she doesn't care about what men think. She's raising a young boy who will one day become a man. Women like her can't change the idea that they are already.
And that's a shame because those kind of women are making the kind of boys and the young men that are out there right now pandering to women, getting ran over by women, you know, making these women even worse than they already are, sending women money and stuff like that. Man, look, you know what I'm saying, can't make it up. You know what I'm saying, R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. Look, man, that lady right there, all that attitude, she's giving it to all of us and we don't even know her. Imagine what she's giving to her son. Imagine how he has a feel about himself as a male every day because of that kind of energy. Man, glad I got custody of my son, man. You know what I'm saying? My son gonna know he's a king. He is not gonna sit there and deal with any kind of built up frustration from me towards any of my exes, and definitely not a woman towards men. Definitely never gonna happen. Nope.
Single mothers. They can't take that back. How they raise their sons and how those young men turn out oftentimes had to do with the perspective of which those women end up viewing men. And oftentimes, unfortunately, it's through a negative lens. And because of that, that young boy is going to suffer the most.
Absolutely.
Anyway, guys, questions, comments, thoughts, and feedback, drop them down below. Appreciate when you guys take the time to.
All right, y'all. Listen, that was a dope video. I appreciate that, young brother. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and get right. But before we go, you know what I mean? Listen, you heard what he said. You know, some of that stuff I agree with. A lot of it I don't. If you need to be single, be single. You know, do what you have to do. Heal yourself, fix yourself, get yourself right. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You know what I'm saying? You're here by yourself, you know, in this plane, this realm, doing what you have to do, learning from your life lessons. And, you know, sometimes you got to rock it alone, but you're never alone. You got God, you got your ancestors and stuff. It's winter time. Listen, and when I say the winter is coming, I'm talking about winter as in 2030, peep game. Most women will be single and childless. Now, I know y'all are sitting there thinking, man, this is kind of sinister. No, I plan stuff out. I'm going to be around. And I'm going to be in a really good position around that time frame. So I'm thinking 2027 at the latest. It might even start happening as early as next year. But we're going to start seeing hot girl summer going out the window. And it's going to be women that found God and they trying to, I don't care what they do. Unless they detox for like a year and really be in the church or something, they're still going to have their underlying streetwalker ways. And they're going to show themselves. So we got to make sure iron sharpens iron. We got to stay on top of things. Stay on task. Don't get fooled by a scallywag, okay? Because they're going to be out here trying to be chameleons and figure out how to, oh, I done found Jesus and how to, da. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. No, you ain't, man. You know what I'm saying? After which kid did you find Jesus? You know what I'm saying? After how many of your options dried up? After how many of these young dudes, because the older guys were like, listen, I beg your pardon? You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not. But the younger guys, they need to get something they've been dealing with, but now they're like, absolutely not. We got better things to be doing. Listen, the gig is up. Get yourselves together. Figure out the good ones, not the ones. If you've already racked up a ton of, just keep doing what you're doing. It's too late for you. You're not going to be able to fool us. Just do it. But for y'all that have not racked up too many bodies, for y'all that, have feminine energy about you, and your girls are like, come on, let's go on out. Come on, let me rub on that thing. Come on. You better stay away from those kind of friends going out to the bar. You see what's at the bars and the clubs now. They got women clubs that have no men showing up, women sitting down, nobody buying bottles, nothing. There's nothing out there. You better figure it out. What I would make a suggestion, because you're grown women, you do what you want to do. Get fit. Find some kind of way to take an etiquette class or something. Some kind of way, find some femininity about you and find happiness in life. Then, get some self-development. Get a hobby or two. Something that's outside of legs in the air. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Or that glock, whatever. Find other hobbies besides finding ways to entice men towards you so that you can shut them down or allow them access. Find other things to do. Okay? We are getting online and complaining about being lonely and then talking about you're thriving with being single and this is the best way for it to be and where are all the men at and I'm looking for a husband but he needs to make this much, be this tall and da. 2030, winter's coming, all right? That being said, you guys hit that like button, smash that like button like you just got off of semen retention and it's your first set of cheeks, you know what I'm saying? And you can't wait to get in them. Smash that like button, all right? Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Go ahead and share the live. Subscribe if you're not already. And drop a comment. I had a hater drop a comment earlier today. Said nothing back to her. Hit the like button and kept it trucking, all right? Big, long paragraph book. Find something better to do early in the a.m. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, listen. Praise God. We're going to keep it trucking. Love y'all. And remember, I'm your brother. And I love you.